Okay, I'm at the HP event for these brand new workstations. There's desktops and notebooks. We've got Mark here from HP who will introduce himself and then tell us all about it. Hi, Mark.
Hi, mate. My name's Mark Fenson. I'm the product manager for workstations. At the moment, we're going to be launching the Z440, 640, and 840 plus mobile workstations. Just going to run a quick video to show some of the new innovations we've got in the technology that's coming forward.
Okay, let's go. Well, let's put the sound up.
There's no sound.
No sound.
No sound.
All right, doesn't matter. We can see it. Maybe you could describe what
I'll
we're
describe
seeing.
some of the stuff we're going through.
Yep.
So this is showing some of the new applications that are being used on our workstations, showing the full range of products, where they're being used in critical situations, into where you're seeing a lot of the imaginations be created, all being done on our Z workstations. Now this is our top of the line Z840, running the video on our Dream Color 27X. This is our brand new 4K billion color panel.
Wow.
It's a fantastic looking screen. We'll talk about how this gets injected into the workflows of a lot of the current leading industries in the at the time. You'll see a lot of the demonstrations of where we're going into sort of the configurations of where workstations are being used and where they're being utilised.
And what does this monitor retail for, out of curiosity?
It goes for about $2,000 including GST.
I only asked because when Apple launched its 27-inch iMac, they were saying it costs more or less the same as a 4K monitor, but you get a free computer. But of course, in Australia, their monitor starts at their iMac 27-inch starts at $3,000 or $2,999. So this is still $1,000 cheaper, but you don't get a computer built into it.
That's correct. You're getting a lot of other technology built into it. It can act like a computer. You can do a lot of self-monitoring diagnosis without a PC even connected.
Right.
It's network connectable. This is sort of showing some of our new PCI Express solid-state drives, our new software that comes free with every workstation, where it enables you to be productive anywhere in the world by being able to actively return back to your base machine. So it's pretty cool.
Very
Plus
nice.
our Dream Color technology, being used in such films such as How to Train Your Dragon 2, Gone Girl, which we'll talk about a bit later.
Yeah. You guys are making Ben Affleck look good.
I won't go there, but yeah.
Sorry,
it does
Ben.
look good in the movie. It does look good in the movie.
It does. Well, apparently it was a big hit, so.
It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
All right. Think Z. Or
Think Z.
Think Z if
Think
you're American.
Z, yes.
That's it. Okay.
Excellent. So let's take a seat. Do you want to
All right.
pause it there, or do you want to keep rolling?
I might as well keep going.
Keep rolling?
Yep.
Okay. So what we're seeing now is that in the market at the moment, we're seeing a big move to thin and light, where people are trying to get to thinner, lighter devices, even some based on consumer-based products. However, it's not really the right situation if the machine can't handle.
Well, you need
workflow.
grunt, and if you've got thin and light, and it's going to melt out of the bottom of your notebook, it's not going to make anybody very happy.
And we're not going to slow our PCs down to have that thin and light.
Well, not for workstations.
No, absolutely not. So,
no Atom-powered processors here.
No. But while we're sitting here, we do have the 14-inch ZBook.
Yep.
This is thin and light. Does use the ultra-low voltage, but comes with professional graphics in AMD FirePros.
Yep.
So we are seeing our customers are requesting that we want a 14-inch thin and light product. However, when it gets to 15 and 17-inch, it's full power, full grunt, and basically all the glory, you could say. And we'll show with the use of some of the Adobe products a bit later, where that full grunt can be completely utilised.
Sure.
So in the range, what we're seeing with this trend is that the workflow doesn't sit. It's going to impact a lot of spend. It's going to impact a lot of productivity, and it's going to impact a lot of the sort of innovation and the productivity. These people are trying to create new things. You don't want people sitting around with very high paychecks doing nothing, waiting for the machine to basically run the programs they need to do.
Yeah, I mean that only happens in the public service anyway. So.
They get the time to do it, but I don't think their paychecks are that big. But we'll see where we go.
Sorry, Tony Abbott.
So in the range, we're sort of releasing our new Z440.
Yep, which is in the middle or on the left?
This is our Z440 here.
Yep.
This is our top of the range single CPU solution. This is our 15-inch. We'll stick on the desktops to start with, I think, and then we'll go to
nice machine.
Yep. So this is our Z440. Basically allows you. Now we've been in the workstation market for 30 years. We take a lot of pride and a lot of respect in the products we create. Yeah. We don't just get a whole heap of PC parts and just throw it straight into a box and do it. We actually take a little bit more care into what we do, enabling you to have innovation into the products you're able to. Because our products don't just sit still. They don't sit under a desk. They don't just wait to be used. They have hard drives going in and out of it every single day. We go down to the point where we'll even look at the amount of gold on our graphics cards, just so that they can be chopped and changed every single day without that, for that 3-year life cycle, even a lot longer than that.
Anything specific you want to point out?
So basically, it just shows it. I'll quickly and easily just show you how you can remove a simple hard drive.
Yep.
Basically, slide the hard drive in, pop it in, pop the cable in, and away you go.
Right.
What you'll also notice is a lot of open air space. Keeps them cool, allows them to run in turbo a lot longer, and gives you that better performance if you're making larger renders. This is a great box for that architectural engineering construction sort of space, where you start to get benefit there. Some of the things that we're now seeing in all of our new range is the new Intel processors. You're using up to the Xeon E5 processors, the version 3s. These use the 1600 series. You can put a 2600 series in. These are 2600 in the big one and 1600 in the 6400. 640, sorry. What you're also able to do is you're able to have DDR4. So it's a big leap up from where we used to see the DDR3 1866. You're now pushing up to 2133 with DDR4. So big jumps in the performance improvements there. And we're showing it with some of the new technology in the video and architectural space as well.
Sure.
A lot of these now are coming with bigger power supplies, so we're able to run with NVIDIA Tesla cards, basically supercomputers on the cards. So really high powered machines in a low box, small form factor box that can either be rack mounted or thrown straight into under a desk somewhere.
Yep.
It does mean that people are a lot more productive at their desktop, ready to go whenever they need to.
Sure.
And then as you move up into the range, we go up to our 640. This is our dual CPU solution.
Nice and easy.
Very easy,
Yep.
as you can see. Now, these actually share the same motherboard as the 440, but you do get the daughter board to have a second CPU in the solution. To the point now where the 440 has 128 gig of RAM capable. This is now 256.
Right.
This is 512 in the 840.
Very
Now
good.
that's at launch time.
Yep.
When we get to around sort of middle of next year, you'll have 1 terabyte of RAM
Yep.
and able to go up to 2 terabytes of RAM. That one, you can shake on that one because
Yep.
that's just ridiculous to have 2 terabytes of RAM.
It is,
But
it is.
it's the direction where a lot of customers are now starting to say we do require that extra
Well, that's right.
memory.
Thank God we're not on 32-bit operating systems anymore.
Exactly. Well, some people still run it, but it's...
Well, not with 2 terabytes of RAM.
Not with 2 terabytes of RAM, a little bit of overkill there.
Yeah.
But you're able to see a lot of the same sort of smarts in all of our range. Green button means you can quickly and easily remove it, put it, chop and change it, get it back up and running very quickly. So it allows you to have that self-managed and self-service.
Sure.
One of the really cool technologies that's just come out, this is what we're calling a Z Turbo drive.
Right.
Now these are brand new coming out of the market. Looks very similar to your Fusion IO
Yeah, I was going to say,
solution.
it must be flash, yeah.
However, yes, so 256 or 512 gig solid states.
Yeah.
However, with this bootable, so you can boot your OS to it, ready to rock and roll. And we have had some customers that are now starting to see double performance over standard solid states. So 6 gig.
Well, that makes a
solid
big
states.
difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, and price comparative. Not too much of a cost increase to go from solid states to this technology. A lot of the new SKUs that I've created for our reseller partner channels is built upon this new technology. So it's very cool, very fast, and really the way where things are going.
No worries. And so anything more about these, or
No, well, we can drop back if you want to jump, and I'll
Yep.
talk about the notebooks.
All right. I mean, I'll pause this and we'll look at the afterwards and go to the Adobe stuff. But
Yep.
we'll just keep going with
Go
this for
with
now.
that.
Yep.
So what we've got now is, what we have here is our new 15-inch. We have our 17-inch, which John will be showing a bit later. The 15-inch is really where you start getting into your full grunt. You're going to have full quad-core processors in here by Intel and full NVIDIA graphic processor with AMD as well. Benefit that it's a workstation though, you saw how quickly and easy that was. In a mobile space, we can do the same thing. So you just, now I'm trying to pull the battery out, not the case. You're able to slot straight in.
Very nice.
Now what you'll first see
You don't
here
get
is-
that on a MacBook.
I'd like to see you try, but hey, I think it'd take about 20,000 screws.
Yeah.
But what you'll see here is that you're actually missing a hard drive.
Right.
The benefit is though, we actually have a 256 gig solid state,
Same
it's
as
a
that
turbo
one there.
drive.
Yep.
Exactly, built straight into here.
Right.
Plus we get an expansion dock that comes with the system, so you can put it in a further expansion later.
Yep.
Really massive benefit of that is, I can put all my OS and software on the turbo drive, so I get the speed and performance, but I can back all my data up to a standard 1 terabyte SATA drive. Means that if I need to blow away the OS and reinstall everything, all my data is now safely sound here, and I'm just changing this.
Yep.
I can be up and running a lot quicker and a lot faster than what I ever before. You can easily see that we can also get up to about 32 gigs of RAM in this thing. So in the 17-inch, you can get up to extreme processors, 32 gig of RAM. It even has a third hard drive base, so you could actually have solid state on the board, 2 drives, plus a 4th drive in the optical bay. Now, everyone's going to say this is not moving to the thin and light sort of space.
Yeah, like you were saying before, it's not designed to.
Absolutely not. And the reason for that is a lot of it's based on the thermals.
Yeah.
If you still want to put it on your lap, or you still want to be able to use it, and you want to run it at full power, you need to have the thermals to keep the thing cool.
Want to warm your dinner up or something?
That's it. You can go to some of the other thin and lights, but if you want to keep it cool, you've got to have the thermals to have it, and that's really where
that's right. That's the opposite. Keeping it, it's all there to keep it cool, not to keep it hot. Yeah,
and you want to keep it cool because you want to run faster and longer.
That's right. Yeah.
Particularly when you start getting into some of the longer render times that you'll see with some of the bigger projects. Well, John's going to talk about it a bit more, but you're going to see a lot of the movements to UHD, QHD. Phones now are doing QHD as you're using right now.
Yeah. Actually, it's an iPhone 6 Plus, so this is only 1080p. But I mean, I've used 4K on some phones, and they really heat up.
Yeah.
But it probably don't have quite those thermals.
No, not quite these thermals on the phones, but you're getting the quality of the shots.
Yeah. And
that's where you're going to start to see that workflows are going to get much larger. Files are getting incredibly large. We do have a cameraman in photographer, Worldwide Traveller. He's used some of our 17 inches into minus 53 degrees.
Really?
It only lasted 5 minutes because there wasn't enough heat in the air to do the LCDs, but he used it in minus 28 and had no problems at all. But he's now moved to Nikon, and what happens there is a lot of the times he's just got a brand new camera and the resolutions are going through the roof.
Yeah.
So now he's actually moved to a 17 inch with a Z Turbo drive, 2 hard drives in both the bays, plus a 3rd in the spindle, just so he can have enough storage and backup and recovery anywhere he goes around the world. He's even done the flip side, he's gone to Africa and he's gone into 45 to 50 degree weather as well.
Yeah.
So really putting our products to the test. So this is where we're starting to move with some of these new technologies, with the Intel i7s, i5 processors, 32 gigs of RAM, and a lot of hard drive options now for you.
Okay, well I'll pause that one there and we'll be back in a sec.